Good morning. It was, I mean, the same. You do the same thing every day, so I guess good.
Good? Yeah. Okay, so the reason why I'm asking is because I got a behavioral from you. So basically, what the tech told me was that you were being very aggressive, that you were cussing her out, and that you got very defensive when she asked you to wake up, according to her, in a very gentle way, and that you were just not having it. So, were we having like a bad morning? Did we wake up? Did we go to sleep a little bit later? Like, what was the whole situation?
Well, first of all, she was not being gentle. She was yelling at me to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 3:30 even, to get us time to get ready. Who the fuck wakes up at 3:30 in the morning? Okay, number one. Number two, I'm pregnant. I'm tired all the time. I got woken up for a nap. What, for this? I'm tired. I'm pregnant. I'm hungry. Like, no. Don't wake me up yelling at me and expect me to wake up and be like, yes, sir, I got. No. Like, what do you expect from me? Like, you wake me up yelling, and you expect me to be nice to you? You expect me to be in a good mood? Like, how would you feel if I woke you up like that?
No, yeah.
Like, do you wake up at 3 in the morning? No. Like, I feel like we're being treated like animals, and I'm throwing you on the complaints about this.
Yeah. I understand that you guys get woken up too early. I know that could be a little bit annoying. However, the reason why you guys wake up at a certain time and go to sleep at a certain time and have such a rigid routine is because of active use. So most of the time when we're in active use, we kind of have like a chaotic lifestyle. I've heard some clients tell me that they would go to sleep at 3 in the morning, or they would go to sleep at like around 5 in the morning, or they would just not sleep. So this is why we're a little bit rigid with it. Now, the waking up, I understand that you guys have to wake up really, really early, but it's because you guys have a lot to do in the day. So I know breakfast gets here at a certain time. I know dinner gets here at a certain time. You guys have groups, and you don't want to be late to groups, because if you're late to group, you also get another behavioral. So it's kind of her trying to prevent all of these things to unravel. Now, yes, I understand that maybe she wasn't being nice, and we can definitely talk about that, but there's better ways to communicate when we're feeling frustrated. I don't like to be waken up by someone yelling at me either. And honestly, yeah, that's kind of annoying. But there's ways that we can communicate it. You are going to be here 3 months, and you're still going to deal with this type of people for all those 3 months. So there has to be a way, a middle ground that we can find where we can communicate this. Do you think so?
Like, I don't know. Because I'm trying. I've been trying. Like, I've been trying. I don't think I can. I want to. Like, I don't know. I don't think I should be here. It was just a simple mistake, and now I'm here. Have you talked to my CPS case manager?
To your caseworker?
Yes.
I talked to her yesterday. She sent me an email. We are talking about maybe having visitations on Friday. She said that she wants you to be able to see your kid at least 2 hours. We are still going to go over some details this Friday when she shows up to see if this is going to be something that's going to happen weekly, because we're still kind of like trying to schedule a schedule where it works, because you also have to show up to groups and you still have to do all of the things that you have to do for treatment. So we're trying to find like a middle ground where you can also see your kid at the same time.
And is that bitch gonna be there?
Who are we referencing to?
The bitch that took my kid. My grandma. Is she gonna be there?
To my understanding, no. But your CPS worker is going to be there. So while you're still with your kid, she's going to be monitoring the whole thing. I do understand that they go over certain goals. So I don't know if maybe she's going to go over that with you or not.
So then, me seeing my kid, I'm going to be monitored? I'm going to be babysat to see my kid? Like, I'm not a danger to my kid. What do you mean?
Well, due to the CPS case that was filed, you can't be alone with the kid, at least for a certain period of time. So she's gonna be there.
For how long? Like the whole time that we're there?
Yes, ma'am.
This is ridiculous. I'm not a danger to my kid.
No, and I understand that, but we also need to understand that there's rules and laws that we have to comply with. And this is one of the requirements. It does not mean that she's going to be involved while you're with your kid. It does not mean that she's going to be playing with your kid. You're going to be you and your kid the whole 2 hours. It's just she has to see that everything's fine.
Will I be able to see my kid every day? Or is it going to be like once a month or what?
So, like I was telling you, we're still working on a schedule. We're still working to see if we can do it weekly, just so you could see your kid weekly, at least 2 hours.
2 hours a week.
A week.
Monitored. I don't know. I'm not a danger to my kid. I'm not. It was just one mistake. It was just one mistake, and it was just one time. And promise it's not gonna let it happen again. Like, I need my kid. I need to see my baby.
Yeah. No, and I get that, and I understand that. I mean, the good thing is that you're still gonna see your kid. I mean, we're working on that. We can work on daily basis because you still have the CPS case open, so there's still certain restrictions that we have to follow. The thing is that we can still work towards all of this, work on being successfully discharged, avoid any more behaviorals, avoid getting into any sort of trouble, and then we can prove to our caseworker, our CPS worker, that we're doing better. That's what we're working for, right? You mentioned in your treatment plan that was one of your objectives.
Well, yeah, and I'm trying. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying, but yet it doesn't feel like you're acknowledging that I'm, the good that I've come so far, and you're just acknowledging that, yeah, you have a little attitude to some bitch who woke me up at 3 o'clock in the morning, but you're not. This is fucking ridiculous. Like, what the fuck? Like, I feel like everyone's being against me.
How so?
Because, like, I'm just here and I'm trying and no one's acknowledging. Now I get to see my kid for like 2 hours once a week. Like, what the fuck? Like, when I'm gonna miss out 3 months. For 3 months, I want to see my kid for 2 hours once a week. And then what? Like, is he gonna stay with his grandma? Is his grandma gonna take him away from me? Like, what do you know? Like, what can you tell me?
Well, I wouldn't be able to tell you precisely anything because I don't know how the CPS worker is gonna like work towards that. But what I can do and what we can do is try to prove them that we're getting better.
But isn't what I'm doing enough? What am I not? Is this not enough? Like, what else do I have to do?
What do you mean?
Like, I'm doing the stupid sessions. I'm doing the therapy. Like, and it was just once. I've been clean.
Look, this does not mean that you're going to be discharged. This does not mean that you are doing anything wrong. It's just una llamada de atención. That's basically it. That's all it is. It's just something that is like, okay, this happened. Just fix it next time. That's it. We understand that we're going to have behaviors. We understand that we're going to have challenges. We understand that you guys are going to have your bad days. We completely get that. And we understand that. All I'm trying to tell you is that this was brought up. Next time it happens, let's try to come up with a plan so that next time that it happens, we react a little bit better. We can't control how people treat us. We can only control how we decide to react towards those things.
This is fucking ridiculous. So then what? Like, what's the plan then? Like, am I sabotaged? Am I done for? Like, what's the plan?
No. I mean, there's still something that we can do about it. Just next time that it happens, avoid giving attitude. We could go over some coping skills when we get mad. We can go over a lot of other things that we can do. This does not mean that you're done for. It's just a simple mistake that we can fix. It's just that. I mean, you're doing great. You're doing awesome. We're still here in treatment. We're still trying to get better. We're trying to be sober. The fact that you're here and that you're sober today, that's more than enough. However, there's just little behaviors that we have to start working on. It does not mean that you're not enough. It does not mean that you're not giving it your best. It's just something. And see it like that. Just something that we have to fix. That's it.
I'm just trying. I'm trying. I miss my kid.
Of course. And I understand that. And I'm really proud of you. The fact that you decided to come to treatment, the fact that you're still here. A lot of people leave. And you're still trying. And trust me, we're all acknowledging that. We're not shaming you or looking down on you in any way. We're definitely not. But when we're in treatment, we also need to get a little bit uncomfortable. We can't go by life yelling at people or being aggressive towards them just because it's something that they said does not fit right with us. I understand that we come from jail. I understand that jail works differently. Yeah, I get that. But here in real life, we can't go around yelling at people. And we can't go around just being mean to them either. We can't. And we can't fix things by going into punches or by cussing them out. We can't. And that's something that you could also demonstrate to your caseworker. Hey, I'm working on my behavior. Imagine if you were to react like this with your kid. Or maybe not with your kid, maybe with someone and your kid was there. How do you think your kid's gonna learn?
Do you know when I'm supposed to meet up with my caseworker?
They're coming on Friday. So more than likely it's gonna be on Friday. And then on Friday I'll also be here. So we could have maybe like a conversation, the three of us, when your visitation's over, when your 2 hours are done, and see what we can do.
Okay.